Colby will get in. All right, girls and Colby. Tree kangaroo. How did we pick that one?
It looks really cool.
Well, where did you even find it?
We were
Like-
looking at like a list of animals and we found tree kangaroo.
So just like rainforest animals?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. First time I'd ever had a student do it was last year, actually. I'd never heard of it before that. It's a pretty cool animal, though. All right, tell us a little bit about it, guys.
For their purpose, they eat eggs because it like helps not like all the birds to be born.
Okay.
It eats fruits to spread the seeds. It digests them and spreads them.
So how does it do that? How does it spread them, Sage?
Goes to the bathroom.
Oh. So it might eat from a tree over where you are, and it might walk, a mile away and poo. And what happens to those seeds?
Like girl.
Spreads.
Yeah, they go out, they land on the ground. Okay, cool. What else?
When they die, they get digested, decomposed, and then it can help something grow.
Cool. Okay.
They produce food by other animals because like there are some animals that like eat that mainly. Like they'll eat tree kangaroos.
So it's part of the food chain. Good.
And it keeps the food chain balanced and maintained.
Okay. How about some of the pictures you guys have around there that you think are really cool? Is there anything on there that you guys really like?
There's a mother and a child tree kangaroo. That's cool.
Are they marsupials? You don't know what that means, do you? You're looking at me like that. Do you guys know what marsupials are?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like a kangaroo. They have a pouch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they are like they're a marsupial. They're like a possum or.
They were a regular type of kangaroo, but one of them just went up in a tree and then. Well, that's what it said.
Well, I'm sure it didn't happen just like that. He just went in a tree and decided to be a tree kangaroo. But yeah, I mean, some group of kangaroos back in the past started living in trees, and that's how they got there. Cool. What else you guys got that you think is cool? Or what you want to tell us about?
What?
I said, what else do you guys have that you think is cool you want to tell us about?
The physical description.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about it.
They have a really long tail. It's 40 to 87 centimeters long.
How long is that, Jordan?
That would be.
87.
How long is that?
To figure out that.
Huh?
I have to figure it out.
Oh, okay. Doesn't have to be exact. I'm just roughly.
I don't know, like 2 feet maybe.
It's a little bit more than that. You know our meter sticks that we use all the time? They're 100. So it's a little bit less than that. So a little bit less than a meter. Probably between 2 and 3 feet.
Their arms and their legs are closely the same length. For climbing trees, it helps them so they don't.
Okay.
It helps them climb them.
Okay.
Cross between a kangaroo and a lemur because it has like some lemurs like stuff and then some kangaroo things.
Where do they live?
They live in a canopy in the forest.
Like where though? In the world?
Like
Whoa! Careful.
West. I don't know how to say that.
Papua New Guinea, Australia.
So they live in Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is. Can you go show me, Jordan, or one of you guys, on our world map over there, where Papua New Guinea is? Roughly. Careful.
I can hear somewhere. Sage, if you know.
You can just set it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Papua New Guinea is just north of Australia, which makes sense. Where do kangaroos live? In Australia, so that makes sense, right? So back to Colby and his, kangaroo that climbed a tree. If we had a kangaroo that got onto Papua New Guinea, let's say, a group of them, and there were lots of trees there, and what would they start to do?
The offsprings.
Yeah, they would start to become able to climb trees, and that would be an adaptation. Remember, guys, we talked about natural selection? That's an example of that. Good. Keep going, guys.
They have yellow color on their limbs and their neck. Their whole tail is yellow, and then on their back it's yellow, and then on their legs it's yellow.
Okay. What about some of the things it eats, Colby? What are some of the? Is it an omnivore, a herbivore, carnivore, what?
Omnivore.
Okay, so it's an omnivore. So it eats what kinds of things?
Meat, or like they'll eat little birds, and they eat leaves, mostly flowers, grass shoots, ferns, moss, and bark.
So they eat a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else you guys want to tell us about?
They get eaten by pythons, owls, and eagles.
Do they live? You said they're in the canopy, right?
Yeah.
Do they go down to the ground?
Yeah.
They do. So otherwise, a python would have a hard time getting them, I would think. Cool. Anything else, girls and boy?
They are kind of going extinct. There's
Like
not
they're
that many
endangered.
left of them.
They're endangered.
Yeah, they're endangered
How come?
because of hunting and habitat loss.
How many of you guys? Hang on. How many of you guys had an endangered?
Well, some said it was endangered.
Something was endangered.
Yeah,
No, some said it was endangered. Some
What?
websites.
Oh, really? There's different categories of endangered. There's like threatened. There's endangered. There's critically endangered. I mean, there's all kinds of different like
Protected.
levels. Huh?
Protected.
Yeah, protected. Yeah, there's all kinds of different levels of it. So, okay. Anything else that we need, guys?
Female tree kangaroos give birth to offspring like every 44 days, so that they have a really short span.
They have babies every 44 days.
Like they could have them in 44 days, and they usually have them in between spring and summer.
Okay, so their gestation is 44 days.
Yeah.
Now, if you think about that, what determines the gestation of an animal, would you say?
They're sad.
Yeah, it's all about size. Well, not always, but if you think about a human, what's our gestation?
9.
9 months.
10 months.
It's about 10, actually. Between 9 and 10 months. An elephant. What do you think an elephant is?
Correct.
2 years.
4 months.
Usually the bigger the animal, the longer their gestation. So it's I think it's a little over 12 months, something like that. So it's around a year, yeah. It's a little bit more than that, I think. But okay, anything else, guys?
There's only about. Good.
After the birth, it's called a joey, and the joey stays in the pouch for about 10 months.
Cool. Have you guys ever seen marsupials? They have a pouch, you all know that, right?
Yeah.
And inside that, they have a little nipple. I knew you'd laugh, Blake. But what happens is the baby, when it's born, is a lot of times like they're really tiny. Like,
It attaches itself.
right. Did it say anything about how big the babies are when they're first born?
Like, I think they said like a little over fingernail size.
Yeah, sometimes they're like a grain of rice. They're just tiny, tiny, tiny little things. And they attach themselves to that nipple on the inside. And it's almost like it's still inside the animal, even though it's not really inside the animal.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's really strange. But it's good protection for them.
Have you ever seen the movie Joey?
No.
Yes.
It's a great
Is it about kangaroos?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it about baby kangaroo?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And
My
about-
aunt has kids.
It's about the Joey.
Ah, nice. Because that's how marsupials are.
And about 2 dozen zoos in the U.S. have tree kangaroos. These are several zoos that have them in Canada too.
Does Omaha have one? Do you guys know? No. Is there anything? Do you know like some of the close ones around here? Is there any of them?
I didn't see any.
You didn't
it
see
just
any?
said something
I think the
like that.
Chicago, like what is there a zoo in Chicago?
Probably.
I think there's one.
San Diego probably has one.
Yes, San Diego.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Any questions from the audience? Skylar has one.
Did you guys tell us how long they could live?
Oh no, that's good.
In captivity, they live up to 20 years, but they don't know how long in the wild.
That's a pretty long time. Anybody else? Good question, Scott. Okay, give him a hand, guys. Yay!